So, one thing that I wanted to do with these three gentlemen with me today was play a game. I want to play a game.
Shiver.
So this
you explain
game.
the rules. I'm gonna go. I'll be right back.
Okay, so this game changed a little bit in its conceptualization. It started out as us choosing 3 cards that we think each of the other members of this group would play outside of what they are known for. So, for example, for ArtistWithAfro, I would probably choose Ancient Warriors, even though he's very heavily linked to that, and so on and so forth. And we would all guess who would play that deck. But JC came up with an even better idea that instead of doing that, we would show our guilty pleasures in terms of what we like to put in our decks. This is this is what gets us on Santa's naughty list. So each of us gave 3 tech choices that we like to put in our decks that people would find weird, or I guess isn't normal for people to put. And
revolting.
Yeah. I wouldn't say revolting, but we could go. I guess we could go that way. Some of those elitists would be like, "Why are you putting that in that deck?" But yeah. So there are 12 cards that each of us like to put in a specific deck, and we all have to guess whose tech choice that is, basically. And just to make it a little more fun, and since it's the holidays, we thought that we'd add a little more pleasure to it. If 3 of the 4 of us, well, of course, if the 3 people who don't use that card guess who gave that card, that person has to take a swig of it's supposedly eggnog, but turns out my eggnog has been expired for 4 years, so I can't drink mine. So I'm gonna have some JDs.
You're going hard mode.
Yeah. For those of you that don't know, my first 3 years of college, I would come home at 3 o'clock in the morning almost every night, completely blasted on brandy and other fun things. But anyway, and we talked about this a little bit before the show, but we weren't able to consult with Kai. We said that if we don't guess the person correctly, then everybody but that person has to take one. Yeah, but we'll go small. Okay, we'll go small.
Yeah, we'll do like small sips.
Yeah. So and this is the only tiny cup that I have in my house, so it's only gonna be like that much. I don't know where all the shot glasses are. But yeah, that is going to be the game, guys. So this is the guess who's naughty list thing that is. There's no smoother way that I can. But we are going to take a 30-second intermission just to get everything ready. So JC, if you could get all that stuff, if you could get your screen share ready.
Okay.
All right. I'm actually kind of nervous because I have always been very.
All that's on my screen, so you'll have to let me know when it can. You can see it and everything.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I can see. Okay. And here we are, guys. Are you all ready for what is about to happen? Because I'm not.
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right. Okay, so let's get it on, shall we? First card.
Okay.
First tech is Slacker, Magician, and Azer. Okay. What does this do? I actually should have read these before. I can't read it. What does it does? What does it does? Okay, one.
So it takes 2 level 1 monsters, and once per turn, this card cannot be destroyed by battle. And during either player's turn, when a card or effect is activated that targets this face-up card, you can detach an Xyz material and negate the activation and destroy that card. 200 attack and a 2100 defense on this thing. And Aesir, for those of you who are unaware, is Nordics and all that good stuff. Odin, Thor, Loki. I'm sounding pretty suspicious. I know so much about this.
I was about to say you explained this really well.
Right? Like,
Asa Yu-Gi-Oh is
Seems,
in the house.
Pretty sus.
Hi, Asa. Alexis, you actually came in for the best part of the show tonight. So we are going to guess whose tech this is in their Aesir deck. So when I feel like this is going to turn into
it's like Among Us.
Among
yeah,
Us.
it's like Among
Yeah, it's
Us.
like
We're all
Among
gonna turn on each other. Aesir. When I hear Aesir, there are 2 people in general that I think of first, and that's Nova and JC. I don't know why. I just have a feeling it's one of you 2.
It is
What do
very
you guys
lore based. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So to defend and also counter argue,
Okay.
we can go 2 routes with this.
Okay.
One, we can say it's you, Jello, since out the gate you started accusing everyone else
I
but
have to
yourself.
start the
of,
conversation.
Another thing is, since I know it's not me, it's definitely one of you 3. So that also narrows it down. That's a pretty good 25% deduction there. I kind of am leaning towards Nova also, sadly. Sorry to throw you under the bus with Jello. This just doesn't feel, but not like this feels like a Nova card, but rather this doesn't feel like a Jello or an Artist with a Fro archetype or card. But then again, I feel like Artist with a Fro respects this card, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like he would look at this card and be like, that can be used in things. And this is, after all, being used in a thing. So it's either Nova or Artist with a Fro. That's my final preliminary yes.
Okay. So the way that we should probably do this, we should all type in our answer in the chat. All right. So
okay.
I'm looking at the chat right now, and Alexis says she feels like it might be JC.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I thought we were cool. We still are, but a little less.
My question is, what are the level 1s in Acer that are making this?
That's
That's a good
right?
question.
Like, and this is where I'm thinking that JC might, because I feel like you were just about to answer that question, and I'm just like, that's.
Oh no!
This is a very interesting.
Threw himself under the bus.
No, I have a course there. I was gonna pull it out and look, but
yeah.
That's
what
I'm
they
gonna
all
type
say.
my guess now.
Okay.
All right, my guess is going in.
Okay. One.
Okay,
We type it in the wait. So we type it in the Discord chat, or I was about to say
In
this
the
in
YouTube
the
chat. YouTube chat.
Okay.
In the YouTube
Well,
chat.
everyone
I can't
wants to
access
know.
Discord right now.
Okay. So, are you guys ready?
Okay.
Yep.
3,
Oh, okay.
2. Well, oh, I see.
Oh.
I was gonna send it then.
Oh gosh. Okay. So it's all on Nova now. Who do you think it is?
Am I not send?
Oh, he sent it in his burner account.
That was my alt account. Get son of a. Now everyone in China knows you run an alt account everywhere. Jeez. Yeah, no, I put it on JC.
Okay. So whose card is this?
No one watched the videos on there. You don't want to. Trust me.
Whose card is this?
So there are actually there's actually one level.
What?
There is one level 1 Aesir monster that allows itself to double summon when it's normal summoned, which means that you can actually turbo out Slacker Magician turn 1 of your turn in an Aesir deck.
Oh man, This is not how I saw it. This is not how I thought it would go. Okay. Let's go.
So I guessed correctly. Does that mean I'm safe?
Okay, yeah, we'll go with that.
Or do I still
Right.
I think
And
that's
then-
fair. I think that's
Yeah,
fair.
that's fair.
And then, do I have to take a drink if I'm like revealing that that I had the card? Or...
No, only
No,
if we
no,
guessed
you're
you.
safe.
Ah, I gotcha.
Like all three.
So a little bit more information, right? Nordic Monsters, of course, are
Cheers,
a fan favorite from the 5Ds era. But also, they recently got a link support in the Legendary Heroes set, which came out, I believe, if not last year, then 2 years ago. So, other really good support for them. Slack Magician is one of my favorite Exceed monsters, and that is also why it is almost in every of my decks. Yep.
Damn.
Okay.
I have to eat
one
dinner after
on
this.
the
so this is
screen.
gonna be fun.
Let's go.
All right, next. Dark Hole in TG.
Dark Hole in TG. Destroy all monsters on the field.
That I can jive with. I can see that.
What did
Okay,
TGs
so who's
do?
playing 2002 format?
I took a hiatus at this when TGs came out.
Really? Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I like that.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been pretty transparent with when I stopped playing. Okay.
Like everyone, go through Jello speeds and figure out if they have a abiding love for you.
Okay, are you guys ready? Do we have any emergency meeting?
So I just want to say, I hate to go back to back on this, but ArtistWithAfro has showed us that he likes 5D's era decks. So I think I might double vote for him in a row. But I'm just throwing that out there because I understand we can't go like super in-depth conversation because there's 12 of these, but I at least want to say my piece before we vote.
Okay.
In my defense, I have no idea what Tech Genus do. I know that they have that one synchro Hyper Librarian, and that's about it. I don't know if Dark Hole is a good card in Tech Genus. I feel like it's one of those things that you have kind of like a magic cylinder, so you can catch somebody by surprise. And when I think of like surprising people, this is either GoldenNova or JC. That's my thought about it.
The fact that you know what TG means is pretty incriminating in itself.
What?
I don't know what that means. I'm changing my answer.
I'm ready to
So hot. Okay. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 1, 2,
Yes.
3, go.
Oh, we have a tie.
Who is this? Whose is this? Oh, I think.
So Tech Genus have an effect that activates when a lot of them are destroyed by a card effect. You get like a delayed search later on in like the end phase or something. I don't even remember. I haven't played in a while.
Oh my gosh.
It was mine. This was my pick.
I was completely off. Nice redirection there.
Thank you.
I had a
Toast
feeling.
to
I
board
had
wipes.
a feeling. I had a feeling. I don't know why.
Eggnog tastes like what you're supposed to brush your teeth with at the dentist office. Why do people drink that?
Yeah.
It's only for holidays. It's like a meeting with family you don't really want to spend time with too much, you know? It's just something you have to do around the holidays. So that's what eggnog is. But I'm gonna I can't see what you guys are doing, so please let me know if I'm going too fast with the slide changes, but I'm gonna go on the next one. Is that okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Battle Wasp pin the bullseye in trap tricks.
Oh God,
All right. Pin the bullseye.
Okay.
If you control
What does
the
this orb do?
Okay. So I'll start by saying that I know for a fact that JC has a Battle Wasp deck core. So this might be his. But the fact that one of
lie.
the card just before this was his, so I don't know how this was all structured.
I will say, real quick, we all sent our lists to my girlfriend who actually like made this and like found the card pictures and everything. So thank you very much. Shout out her. But she put this in a randomizer. So there was no like human like to check if things would be back to back or not. You know, this is completely randomized. So just a heads up with that. But this isn't mine. But I'm just saying that it's randomized.
I don't know. I just finished reading this card, and this is actually a really good card. It seems to be that first effect is actually really insane. If you control an insect monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. That's like okay. I feel like there need to be cards like that for every archetype. So thank you, JC, for introducing me to this new card. I will be sure to put your name.
I was going to say, you sounds a little patting on the back how good you're calling this card, if you ask me.
Nova's been pretty quiet. Nova's been pretty quiet.
Oh, is it my turn to be on the board? Because I'd like to point out that Jello, like, immediately was like, DC has a battle wasp deck.
True. Very true.
If you guys choose me, you will be drinking. Just letting you know right now.
Friggin' no matter what, baby. I'm running right now.
Oh man.
So I just want to say right before we vote, I hate to triple dip. I feel like this is ArtistWithAfro again because I feel like he plays trap tricks. Out of everyone here, I feel like he's the only one with the trap tricks deck. But I feel like this kind of ingenuity with it actually being like a pretty decent tech, my mind goes to Nova. So I think it's either of them. No offense, Jello. I guess you're not cool enough to play trap tricks or advanced deck building level to tech battle wasp. But I think I'm going to go Nova with this one. But okay.
Okay. It hasn't been Nova yet, so.
Yeah, that's also what I'm thinking based on just.
Gambler's fallacy, though. Just because it hasn't been me yet doesn't mean that it's going to be me.
That is true. Because it hasn't been Jello either. Oh,
that's very true.
Yeah, no, it hasn't. Yeah. Wow, we're only on number 3. I feel like this has been a very fun day.
Yeah. Okay, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Folks, it's just this for the rest of the night.
All right. Before we do this, okay.
Oh.
Never mind. Everybody in the chat, you should also, type your guesses in. It might help us out, You might have insider knowledge from some of our streams or something like that. So help us out.
Profiles, yeah.
All right, so Nova hasn't typed anything in, so are we right?
There you go. Sorry.
Okay.
So Trap Tricks just got new support, and they have...
No.
And of their new support, they received a reborning Trap Tricks Link monster that only requires an insect, either an insect or a plant monster, 2 of them. So there are 2 cards in this game that I think or 2 extender types that I think are really good. Either normal summon extender types, where if you control a monster, you can send it from your hand, or what I call harp horror extender types, like malicious, where it's you have this card in your graveyard, you banish it, and then you get another monster. And Pin the Bullseye is insanely good for not only trap tricks, but also insect monsters in general.
Man.
It doesn't have any restrictions, so I mean, I can see that.
You know what? The next time there's a level 1 monster in this list, I am automatically choosing Kai.
Okay, number 4. Parallel Exceed in Dark Worlds. This is a relatively new card, so I'm not going to read that also because I can't really read this anyway. But, yeah.
Okay.
Who plays Dark Worlds?
What?
What's the Dark World combo that gives you a Link monster and you specifically want to rank 4 after that?
Is there even a there isn't a dark is there a Dark World Link monster? That's the first question.
I don't
There's
think
a-
so.
I don't think
There's
so.
Archfiend one for like Terror King Archfiend.
Seem to know a lot about those potential Dark World techs, huh? Huh, Nova?
Pretty sus. Pretty sus.
Okay, fair. Hustle it out.
This is such an odd
You
tag
know me,
because
I love
Yeah.
figure stuff like this out. That's my channel, so that's just what I would do anyway.
I don't even think like the fact that this tech just seems so odd to me because from what I know of Dark Worlds, it's like from my knowledge, Dark Worlds don't summon a lot of Link monsters, so maybe there's some new combo that like I am not privy to. But who here would play Dark Worlds? I feel like this would be a Jello card only because if he quit before 5Ds, Dark Worlds were really big around that time. So maybe maybe this might be your card here.
I didn't even know Dark Worlds
I
were
agree.
a 5Ds thing. When I
No,
came
they
back
weren't.
from
They weren't.
Russia.
Dark Worlds were a GX thing, and I know that you're a big Hero fan.
I don't know.
So
Yeah, I agree. It's Jello. I feel like he's talked about Dark Worlds before in some form or fashion. I think he mentioned the Grapha reprint being weird in Maximum Gold. So yeah, I feel like he's the only one who I could see playing Dark Worlds, like actually having a Dark World deck. Everyone here.
I don't know. You did post that absolutely enormous pile of deck cores. Anything could be hiding in there.
That's so true. Oh man.
All right, I'm ready with my vote.
Probability-wise, it's between Jello and me, and it's not me, so it's Jello.
Okay, vote in, including the audience. Vote in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I have to type mine first. I counted down before typing. Okay.
Okay. There we go.
Oh, I hate
Okay.
you all.
Yes, yes,
Yes!
Of course, the first one you all get right is mine.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Yes.
So you gotta let us know why.
What
Okay.
Link monster are you using
So-
with this card?
I play Danger Dark Worlds. So like spamming stuff out is really easy. So most of the time you could probably go into a Link Karibo if you have this in your hand. Or the usual thing that I like doing is climbing into Boral Sword by going any danger thing, getting as long as you get 2 dark monsters on the field, you can go into Wee Witch's Apprentice, get this out, and then do some other stuff from there. But a lot of the time, the other way that I get into it is with Dugaris the Timeless, actually. So you get 2 level 4s, put them together. Dugaris the Timeless, draw 2, discard 1. Or, yeah, draw 2, discard 1. Because it doesn't really matter that you lose your next draw phase, because you get to draw so much anyway. But yeah. Parallel Exceed lets me get into Boral Sword or other stuff that I feel like I need on the field. But yeah. Boral Sword Turbo.
Number 5. Griffin's Feather Duster in Unchained. Destroy all spell and trap cards on your side of the field and increase your life points by the number of destroyed cards times 500 points? Is it 500?
I can't read it. I think that's 500.
I think it says ooh.
Well, I will applaud anyone who this actually is that
That's a
didn't
really good
scream
combo.
out the actual correct answer, because that was my first trap to see who it was.
You intentionally make it you intentionally make it blurry. Like, let's lure him out.
Like, I censor the effect. I'm like, okay, so who wants to tell us what this does?
Well played. Well played.
Um,
So
sorry, go ahead.
obviously, the person who put this in was Distant Coder. For the whole deal, Unchained. So, everyone get in chat.
I don't know.
No.
I feel like it might be JC just because we talked about it a couple of months ago that he wanted to try Unchained. But I don't know.
I'm gonna go with Nova
Yeah,
just
I
because
haven't
he
voted
hasn't
for
been
him.
voted on yet. So
Okay.
I'll bite the bullet. I'll take the drink if I have to, but I'm going with Nova.
All right, I got.
that's a strategy play that makes sense. I feel like it has to be either Nova or you, Artist with Afro, just because I feel like Jello wouldn't play Unchained. But then again, he, just like I, bought a lot of Megatins, but I haven't built my deck yet, so I know it's not me. Plus, I don't even know. I'm assuming the spell and trap cards get effects from destruction. I thought it was just the monsters, but that's how unversed I am with the deck. But I don't know. That's all I have to say, though, on this. I think I'm just going to go straight to voting soon.
All
All right.
If no one else has anything. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
So I ran into this a couple of months ago
Oh my gosh!
when I was trying to build
Oh my
an
goodness!
Unchained deck.
Holy crap!
Instant revenge! Look at my shirt. guys.
We just got him the last time.
You guys like my sweater, by the way? But yes! So I saw this when I was opening up Invasion of Chaos packs I want to say 2 months ago, probably, when I first moved here. And it was actually... I had to look online to see if there was, like, an actual deck profile with this in it, and I saw one deck list on, I think it was, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro or something like that, YGO Pro. And yeah, it seems like a pretty good card. Like if you open with this and then 4 back row, huzzah! But I actually haven't built the deck yet. But I do have this in sort of the pile for that deck. So yeah, feels good. Feels very good. I thought I was gonna get found out again. Like no, I don't want to take another shot from being found out. All right.
Number 6.
Before we move on, though, how's everybody feeling?
Oh, sorry.
I'm
feeling a
holding
little
up. Yeah, I'm holding up as good as I can.
That's good because I
That's
feel
all feeling
very
my fingertips,
warm.
so I'm good.
I feel very very warm. Okay, so next we have
Circle of the Fire Kings in Salamangrate. Target 1 fire monster you control and 1 fire monster in your graveyard. Destroy the monster you control, and then special summon the other monster from your graveyard. And it's a hard once per turn, and it's a quick play. This seems pretty good. I think it came in the structure deck though.
yeah. Okay,
so
I'm going to clear my name right now. Anybody who watches my sealed only series will know that it is not me because I've been very public about this and I did not put this.
I think you recently made a not renovation. Maybe renovation. I don't know. I took 2 sips, so whatever. Words don't mean anything now. But, you did an upgrade to your deck, and you just haven't posted the video yet. So I think it looks like you might try to double fake us out. I know in our pre-meeting we discussed like, if we feel like Jello wouldn't put like Hero as one of his things because we'd all point at him, but I feel like you either are psyching us out, or it could be someone else trying to throw you under the bus. Therefore, they are your enemy going forward once we find out whoever this actually is. If it's not you, Jello. But it's not me. Also, just I have to always.
You've done that tactic, JC.
But it's not me. I'll give you guys an in-depth explanation.
All I can say for certain is it is not me.
although guys, in the gift that JC sent me for our Christmas gift exchange, there was one very suspiciously placed Salamangreat Heat Leo. So this
that means
might have come from
value
use.
the deck. It means I'm giving it away. That's how little I care about Salamangreats.
Handing the bag off to someone else.
Because as he mentioned earlier, this was in the what do you call it? This was in the structure deck for it, and he was the one to point it out. So it might.
Yeah,
be
I
him.
bought 6 of them for the Ash Blossom from Barnes and Noble.
Oh dang!
Fun little secret market watch tip for you guys. If something's sold out everywhere that's Yu-Gi-Oh related, a set, Barnes and Noble online sometimes has it for the same price. So
Weird.
Heads up, because no one goes to the random stores. But,
I'm going
even a friend.
I'm going
giving
with.
you advice.
I'm gonna go with the chat. Chat says, Raining Card Game says content creators always make stuff before releasing it. So JC has sound logic, meaning that casual card gamer would be the type of person to put this in his deck. If it is Forge in Flames and you have Circle of the Fire Kings, I think that's reasonable enough for me.
But this the whole point is to choose things that people wouldn't associate with you.
Oh,
The perfect cover.
that's true. And Nova still hasn't. We haven't even picked a Nova card yet.
Yeah,
Yeah, Nova hasn't spoken either, which is very suspicious.
it's very sus. Emergency meeting.
Throwing stuff in.
All right. So, are we
3.
going Nova? Are we going Nova on this, guys? Are you with me?
I had Nova typed out, but since you said it like that, I'm gonna actually.
Yeah,
You're gonna change
I
it to
don't know.
me.
That's very
Okay.
enthusiastic.
Because it hasn't been Nova yet. We're halfway through the cards almost.
Okay.
There has
3,
to be at least one.
2,
One.
1.
Oh, I see mine.
Yeah, we're the other two. Somebody flip flopping.
Okay. Okay, it's a tie here.
Okay. So who put this
Who
in?
is it?
So you really, it really is just helpful to make sure you have the right
Oh,
Salamangreat on board. So that when you
gosh.
reincarnation summon it. It really is that simple, folks.
I told you.
You gotta do it like Team Sam. I told you.
We are both Canadian,
Alright,
so I
well,
guess
I
told you.
The majority got
Told
me.
you. Oh man.
Yeah. So
Uh,
using probabilities against me, math.
no,
You've once
you only
again
got half
become
of the
my
votes.
nemesis.
Oh, you only got half the votes though.
Well,
So
what
does
was
that
me?
does that go to? Okay. Okay.
I took a drink
Yeah,
yeah.
because I caught I picked him. I picked you casual. So if
Yeah.
it wasn't, I just took the drink on.
You and me, artist, going down this road together.
Hmm.
Okay.
Feels
Number
good, feels
7. Time Thief Redoer in Vampires. Too many effects to read, but just and I feel like this is pretty new and iconic enough to we are all on the same page with this.
Yeah.
First off, I thought vampires were level 6. I could be because there's been like 8 waves of vampire support, all drastically different than the last. So I might be thinking of the wrong one, but maybe I don't know. They'll definitely have to explain themselves once it's not me and we find out who it is. That's all. I'm just gonna be short and sweet with this one.
Yeah, I know what Time Thief Redoer does, but I don't know what any of the vampires do. To be completely honest,
That sounds
my
like what a vampire
this-
player would say.
right.
I'm throwing this out there because I want to see if I'm right. This has to be something to do with rank up Magic Astral Force.
what does that
My
do?
It would turn Redoer into Dampier. That'd be pretty cool.
My
You know the names of the vampire cards?
right. I'm like
That's not,
Would you like to list them out
you
for
can
us?
say them. You can pronounce them.
Yeah. There's Crimson. There's Fraulein. Look. It's my first video I ever did. Of course, I know all.
Oh,
Which
that's
to
also
me.
I feel like someone could have,
My math is off because I was hoping that it wasn't going to be Nova last time because I was like, all right, so then that means that I can get like consecutive Nova guesses and be right. But I don't know now. Who would play? This is such a weird card to have in vampires. And vampires instead of like standard zombies. Why are you playing vampires?
yeah, why are you playing more than just Fraulein?
I know why. It's the lore.
Because it's yours.
It's Nova,
Oh.
guys. It's Nova.
Yeah,
I'm
rich vampire lore of, I don't know. They had a house party one time and they all got really wasted on blood. I don't.
Oh man, I'm starting to slur my words and my sentences.
Yeah.
So.
I'm gonna go with Nova.
Oh, Raining Card says it's
I
artist.
really like that.
Come on, guys, help me out. I've taken more shots. I feel like I've taken more shots than everybody else in this show. So
No,
I need a little more cognitive help.
I've been drinking my eggnog on the side. It is most definitely not me.
4 cards so far, so I make sure. I've had a card. Artist has done 2. Hello has 2. Has JC been hit with 2 yet, or are they still at 1?
I don't even remember.
I don't. Wait.
Right? I thought JC had 1 and you had 1. I think I might be like somewhere up with Jello here. Like I don't even know how many cards people have had.
I haven't even been keeping track.
I've had 2 or 3. Wait, are we talking about drinks or cards?
Cards. How many cards?
Cards.
Oh, I think I've had 1, but I honestly can't remember.
So the math
If we're
lines up
talking
on
about
that
shots,
one,
I've
so-
had to take one every round. So except for 1. So
okay,
I've
without
had
further
5.
ado.
Okay, I'm ready.
Oh boy. 3.
Raining
2,
cards. If you're wrong, then I'm very
1.
sad.
So rank up magic
Yes!
Astral Force is a busted tied in with the fact that AA Divine Arsenal Zeus exists. Vampires have had a resurgence. Eldritch has helped them out. Ballardrock is a busted card. Anybody that knows me, Rainy Card Games definitely gave it away. I hate zombie cards with a passion, and the only zombie deck that I ever said I was ever going to play was going to be vampires. And this Halloween, I made it my goal to make a vampire deck.
Feels so good. All right, I need to use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back if you guys want to bath.
That is perfectly fine.
I can use a break.
Is Jello gone yet? Do you mind if we go to the next one just to have it on
Yeah,
screen?
that's perfectly fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god.
Xyz's gift in Zodiac.
Oh.
Okay.
Raining Card Games, you called it. You called it. And Golden Nova knows the tech.
Yeah, you guys are like working together on this or something.
Oh, like, what? How does that fit? What's going on here? I'm glad we're on the same big brain level there.
I thought it was Jello because, with the parallel exceed, if I don't understand the tech, now I'm just gonna go for him because he has like the 300 IQ, like the one deck profile online that he took inspiration from.
My antlers are falling
but
down. Yeah, no, seriously. Oh man. Oh. Whew. I think that's my third card. I think right, I had Battle Wasp, Slacker, and Redoer. So Nova,
You're free of all suspicion now.
yeah, Nova, you mentioned something about Tri Brigades. I'm gonna just choose this one for you because I don't know why. Zodiac's Tri Brigades. I'm doing like associative hypotheses, I guess.
Big word.
Yeah, question.
Yeah, I agree because I feel like Nova is at least between me and Jello, we don't play like meta much, and I feel like Zodiac is relatively meta to where Nova would play the deck, and then Xyz's gift just seems spicy enough for him to pick it. And and it makes sense to me, so that's why I don't think it's Jello. Honestly, it's kind of it's nice. This is still fun, but the fact that Artist is like out, it kind of like makes it slightly less fun because like then it's only a 50-50 shot basically, since I know it's not me. You know,
But he could get.
So-
He could still
I
guess
feel like
wrong.
every time JC is
he
like,
can
it's
still
not me.
vote.
Right?
I just realized
if I might advocate for myself. Oh, go ahead. You first.
I just realized as I was sort of like tumbling my way to the bathroom that we should have put in like 5 cards each and then randomized it and then cut it down to 12.
Yeah.
But
No, the
it's
next
up
time
to
we
you.
all
Next time, yeah.
Well, next year. Next year.
Yeah, this is fun though. This could be like a channel. Like we can make a spin-off channel doing this. Every week.
Yeah.
Invite Raining, invite Shiggies.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Invite like everyone in the chat
Yeah.
who knows how to play the game since they've seen it in action.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I was
so,
actually thinking
yeah,
of
Jello.
starting the what do you call it? The stream replays or like, you know, like the
Yeah,
segments.
like the
Like
clips.
this will be the first one just cuz it's so funny. But yeah,
Mhm.
this will be great.
Okay, so if I might advocate for myself, then,
Okay.
since apparently JC's done a lot more dependent on me, I will admit that when Spriggans came out, I do think Xyz's Gift is going to be really interesting for that because you can just re-equip all those materials onto those X blowers, and you can just get free draws off of that. I think that's a really cool way to use that card. Anyway, my point is that it's JC because he has guinea pigs, and that's Tribrigade, or Zodiac. So there you go.
I
The
think it's,
furries.
I don't even think there's a Zodiac 4 guinea pig.
No, but
So,
they're all adorable animals, so it's the only. It's
That's fair.
I
That's
want to
fair.
compound
it's
on
airtime
that.
logic, really.
I kind of want to compound that. I think it's JC just because hold on. I've had too many.
That argument means it's not me.
You sold me.
Oh,
you sold me.
during the putting together process of the bear with me with the Christmas gift exchange, JC asked me if I needed anything for my Zodiac deck because he knew that I was building one. So that sort of puts in my mind that he has Zodiac parts lying around and by extension maybe a Zodiac deck.
Mhm.
But then again, same thing with the Salamangrate, which was proven not to be me. I don't want the cards. Therefore, why would I build the deck?
That's true.
That's all I gotta say about that. But I guess it's on to voting. Or does
Yeah.
anyone else have anything left to say?
I'm
Voting?
good to go.
I've said my perfectly.
Okay. 3,
Ready?
2, 1. So it's frowned upon, and it was initially thought of when Zodiac first came out that this card would be good because it's very easy to go into Xyz monsters very quickly. I know it's not optimal right now, and especially when it was first like teched and like talked about, but I got my ulti copies sitting around. I'll take this drink with pride knowing that I have those ulti copies, so when Spriggans come out, I will be on stacks. So
All right. Yes. Whew. So
Okay.
how many have we actually gotten right?
I think we got
I think
like
3
two or
Three.
three.
2
Three? I don't know.
we got Jello and me, right?
Yeah,
Let me look
those
at the list real quick. Let me look at this.
because there were some that we got, but it was like tied.
Yeah. So then the person didn't lose because even if one person guesses incorrectly, then they're safe. The
Mhm.
person who it actually is. So while Nova looks though, I'm just gonna go on to number 9 here,
Yep.
which is Saravis the Ancient and Ascended in any deck constructed by ArtistWithAfro. Sadly though, that's not the case, since we went through all of his cards already. But Okay, so this is basically a hand trap in a way. I'm not gonna read the entire thing. I have touched this as well. I feel like so there's two prongs with this, right? So or three prongs because the first prong is not me. The second prong is that the only deck I've seen this played in is Burning Abyss, which would be of course Nova. But the third prong is that Jello knows a lot of contemporary cards and a lot of cards from like way back since his break I feel like coincided to this being in a gap. Like I don't think Jello is familiar with this card. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if you do correct me, that means it's you. So right now,
Oh my god. AC, you're so good at this.
You are.
I've never
Like,
played a
holy
game.
cow.
Man.
I should start.
Okay. Well, okay, so I have a question real quick, JC,
Okay.
since you are cross-examining. How in the heck is Saravius played in Burning Abyss?
So I think it was the what is it? The Sekka's Light build, because this is like something you can play that for protection, I think, that like is a monster, like you don't ritual summon it.
Okay,
It's a tech card because you don't have to
Kinda.
ritual summon it.
but we're not talking about Burning Abyss decks, we're talking about ritual
Yeah,
decks.
that's
Yeah.
what kind of
That's the throw off.
yeah, that's the because obviously I glanced at this. I tried not to look at this list too hard when we were sent it, so that way everything was fresh. But I did go a once over, and this I was like, oh, it's ArtistWithAfro. Like, why would he possibly type this, right? But now that I know it's not, I'm actually confused with this one.
We are on
So
to day 186 of waiting for Konami to make a ritual structure deck. If this works somehow in Burning Abyss, then that is news to me because like Drytrons is the only recent thing I've been trying them out with. I have no idea who would choose this card in anything that's not running rituals. So if you're saying it's casual card gamer, then sure, I'll go with that.
And I'm glad you brought that up, Artist, because it turns out that Drytron is probably the most anticipated archetype in Genesis Impactor. And who's the one spearheading the new series featuring Genesis Impact?
I don't want
There
to
you
play
go.
it though.
There you go.
I'm just hoping
don't
that
wanna
I
play
win
the most
second choice so I can get Evil Twins.
And the set comes with Ben 10. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
They want people to play that Cyber Angel variant. It's ridiculous.
Don't do it, folks. Put Ben 10 in any other ritual type thing, or just play Necros. If you want to play rituals, just play Necros. I am ready.
I got my
I
vote locked in whenever you're ready to go.
Okay, I gotta type it. As I'm typing, I guess I'll 3, 2, 1, send.
Damn.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm taking water as my replacement. During. What's bad is that I poured myself a cup, so now I actually have to finish this before I go to bed. Not the smartest idea.
Yeah, I shouldn't have poured this much, but I think I can take it. But I wanted to originally put Blackluster Soldier, but I feel like that would have given it away because I've talked about it so much. I play it in Blackluster because the original variant that I was going with was playing, I think it was 3 copies of this and then 2 copies of Ash Blossom, just because of all the negations and everything. And you can search this out with Chaos Space by dumping like an Evening Twilight Night to the graveyard and still get resources out of it. So yeah, that was the reasoning behind putting this in the deck. And cheers to all of you guys. I now play
number
an
10.
invoked BLS deck.
Wait, what?
I play invoked BLS now. It's very fun.
Oh, nice. Number 10. If there's any invoke cards on here, then you just expose yourself. But number 10 is Hop Your Squadron in Earthbound Immortals. Hop Your Squadron is a tuner, and that seems like too many words. It's too late at night, and I've taken 3 sips of alcohol, so you guys can just fill in the blanks there.
This one's really hard.
I'm not even sure who hasn't gotten voted. I'm just gonna say Nova. I think that this is I don't know. I'm just going based off who has.
So,
I'll go with you.
so Artist and Jello were out. None of these things can be them. Got there.
Oh, okay. So it's either me or Nova. Okay, so obviously I think I can just start the countdown because it's Nova since it's not me.
Yeah, nice biased view. Everyone in chat, I'd like to let you know. I realize that if it is JC, then these next 2 are very boring. They have to be me. That being said, this charlatan is wearing light bulbs on their head. You can't. They're not making it. It's clearly a JC theater pick if I've ever seen one.
Okay, so since I've talked so much for all the others, I have to keep it up or else it might be suspicious. So I just gotta say, Earthbound Immortals, that seems like you would only play it for the lore. I don't think anyone's playing this deck for the gameplay at all. So that's why I think it's definitely more geared towards Nova. And since he is, I've said this I touched upon it, he is a smart deck builder, I feel. So I feel like this seems like a smart play because Hop Your Squadron just seems big brain moves. So I gotta put my.
What does Hop Your
vote to
Squadron
Nova.
do?
What does this card even do? That's the real question because it's a beast tuner, so this might be viable in like Tri Brigades or something.
I'll just read it then, because I can kind of read this. So during your opponent's main phase, as a quick effect, you can target one face-up monster you control and special summon Hop Your Squadron from your hand, and then afterwards, immediately, you synchro summon a synchro monster using only Hop Your Squadron and the card that was on the field that you targeted. And it's a hard once per turn. So it's kind of like, the synchro thing where you... Sorry, I got the hiccups now. It's the synchro thing where you synchro summon, on your opponent's turn kind of deal. It's like a weird, cool hand trap. So I guess Earthbound Immortals are level 10, and I feel like all their other support doesn't matter. So
what synchro are you using in Earthbound Immortals? That's the real question.
Yeah, exactly. I guess their new support has you can use the Moon Dragon and Sun Dragon, I think. Right?
No, but they need the specific tuners. They need Supe and Fire and Ask.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
See, I didn't know that because I don't play this.
But you could be throwing us for a curveball.
How is that? That's a good throw off to it,
This feels like your deck.
right?
The Inquisitor, everyone else is...
Does anyone in the chat have a clue? Have a guess? We'd like to know. Big Math Mech 12. Who would play that big level 12 Math Mech raining card games? Let us know.
Yeah, he's been pretty good at guessing, so
Yeah.
we gotta hear his input with this.
They're in tune with nature, that's why they know.
It's true.
Oh, he's unaffected in the extra monster zone.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. That would be such an odd card to have in an Earthbound. I'm like, what? First off, what Earthbound Immortal are is there a viable deck that runs more than one? Because Astrolapisco, I think, is the Hummingbird. That's the strongest one recently because of the Dragon Link OTK or whatever. I don't know.
That's one Decatron has in all their FDKs.
Yeah, maybe there's a... I don't know. I'm trying to remember the Earthbound Immortals. It's like they need the field spell to stay alive. Dangers. Oh, they might work with dangers. I'm gonna go with Nova. I don't know.
Yeah.
If I have to drink again, then so be it.
Feels really weird.
I don't blame you. The
I don't
numbers
know-
say it's me, but
I
remember
don't
what your
know-
heart says, though.
I don't know why, but whenever I see Hop Your Squadron, I remember this one time JC and I were talking about this card, and how he said it was really good that it was getting a reprint.
This
In the
card got a
2020.
reprint.
Yeah, in the 2020 tin. I think it
in
was
the Megatins, yeah.
Artist is already done though.
I'm
We
out,
only have
Raymond.
3 cards
Yeah.
each for this list. This is hard.
So 3, 2, 1.
Y'all, I can't believe how easy you are.
Come on. I switched it like at the last minute
Me
because
too.
I was like, oh, it has to be Nova. I mean, it has to be JC because he's been like, it's not me. Oh my gosh.
Oh, makes me feel so good. No, whoever called it in chat about using GeoMath Mech Sigma, yeah, that's what you would do. Because you can do it as a quick effect, you can do it in response to things like, oh, you have a nice field spell, I'll MST it. Joke's on you, I'm turning it into Math Mech Sigma, so now it's fine. The
It's
field
such a
spell
weird
actually
play.
the new Earthbound Immortal field spell they made actually like requires you to just use synchros in general. It doesn't necessarily have to be the Sun Dragon, Moon Dragon. And if you go down the path of using Greater Line Walker to set your opponent in 3,000 and that doesn't pan out, you can transform. You can use the Line Walker's material with the Hopier Squadron to make Time Lord Vorpagate, and now you have a giant unaffected body that can clear the way for the rest of the life points for later turns.
Man.
Well, I hate to say I told you so, guys, but here we
Why
are.
didn't you listen to JC? He has 4 good ideas. How did you not get that?
I know.
It's every time he says it's not me, it's always like, but
I
really,
feel like
no.
it is.
But has it been me?
You're right.
Okay, so before we move on to
Number-
the next one, before we move on to the next one, I feel like
Okay,
number
yeah.
11 should be the last one, just because once this one's done, like we already know who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll look at it, but
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. We shouldn't play for the last one because it sucks for them.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
But okay, number 11. Okay, so it sucks for me because this is the true name in Sylvan. Declare 1 card name, excavate the top card of your deck, and if it is the declared card, add it to your hand. And then you can add to your hand or special summon 1 divine monster from your deck. Otherwise, send it to the graveyard. So this has excavate, so that makes sense with Sylvans. Divine, I doubt you're doing the search for divine, but I don't think that's mandatory. Care to explain, Nova?
Oh, good trick. Good trick.
Oh, my camera die again?
So yeah, JC, what's the best divine beast you can get off of that?
Um,
I'm very curious.
I would assume it's the divine truth, aka this is not me.
Your improv is so good, JC. We
Right?
definitely need to
Oh
do
my
like a truth something.
gosh.
Thank you. It's called, but it is just me telling the truth the whole time. It's not really really improv, but I don't really have much to say on this. I actually again going back to like scrolling through before the episode, I saw this and it like intrigued me. I do think this is one of the more spicy options that I would in the future one day potentially do myself, since it was such a good idea that Nova had.
I just want to say
Just
that
throw it in there right at the end. It's so look.
I just want to say that Artist and I
JC,
have everything to lose right now.
Yeah, right? Like,
I
oh
want to
man.
point out to everyone that JC has been pointing out every good reason to run this card. Like he's had it in the back of his mind for months now, and he's like, "Oh, this is a perfect
Back.
opportunity to share with everyone."
I'm
The back,
whoever-
not the front. I haven't
whoever-
gone to playing
right?
it yet.
whoever's using this card, if there is some sort of Egyptian god card tech that somehow works in Sylvans, like I'm really just eager to understand why this card is ever one in Sylvans. If Sylvans, it just seems like this declare 1 card type or 1 card name. Like, why is this not in spirals? This looks like the perfect card with Convulsion of Nature. Like, oh my gosh, I don't know.
Hey, chat, please validate it. It's JC. Come on.
Raining card games. We need you.
Spam JC in the chat.
We
but,
need you.
RCG, yeah, you're
we need
You're carrying us right now.
you really are.
Oh man. I don't think I need to.
So,
Sphere mode is a good
Oh, is
card.
sphere mode a god? Sphere mode is a
Oh.
divine card. Holy cow!
oh boy. Wow. I know it's like a meme, but it's also genuinely true. RCG really is carrying this game right now with the actual reasoning behind it. These are
Fatal
all actually
Basel
his
says
submissions.
JC is sus.
JC does seem sus. I will vote for J. Well, I mean, you guys are right.
I have seen sus, but every time it has not been me. So I just want to throw that
That is
out
also
there.
very true. But this time in particular,
I don't know. It's a 50-50.
you know what? I can't. You know, our RCG's been on a roll. I said I would never doubt him. So
Okay. RCG says JC.
Oh boy.
he says, "JC, I'm sorry." Okay.
I thought we were friends. I just said you were smart and you do this to me. Oh boy.
He's on the side of justice, JC.
Okay, so the
burning bridges
countdown.
is an effective tactic when you're running away from the truth.
Emergency
So the
meeting.
countdown is 3, 2, 1.
Okay, there it just came up on my end. Guys, come on.
Oh no!
Oh no!
All right. So I'm a very devout Sylvan player. I've been playing since Soul Charge, and then it got banned, so I just dropped it like a brick. So you don't even have to run any god cards for the true name to actually be good. You're stacking your deck with things like Mount Sylvania and Sylvan Charity. The fact that it says excavate and then send to the grave if you're wrong is all that it needs to be to just an enabler to just top deck any Sylvan and just throw it into the grave. But if you want to do like Raining Card Game said, you can grab a Sphere mode to remove difficulty, get rid of targets, or you can just summon Obelisk and swing in for 4,000. It's just an easy half their life points.
Oh man. Well,
I like this. Like I was telling the truth when I said that I will use this because this is like the tech that hits me the most. I think that of course wasn't my own. So 12 to see. I guess we'll play the game since we don't know who it is.
I wonder who it could be.
Black Garden in Crusadia Kaiju.
yeah. When I saw this list the first time, I was wondering. This feels really weird personally because I don't know what I'm not very familiar with the Black Garden, but if you could explain.
I haven't played Crusadia Kaiju in actually a year, I think, so I'm very rusty, but I think this was just like to get monsters on board to kind of pierce through with Equimax, because like you can give it piercing and double damage and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a simple battle tech that I picked up, similar to how Jello like picked up Griffin's Feather Duster from like another deck list somewhere. I just picked it up, I liked it, and I'm glad I got my copies. It was reprinted, but I remember there was like a window where this was like kind of expensive and like talked about, but I got them before that for this. So I don't know. I just figured it was a random enough card to put on this list, but it's not too crazy or anything. So sorry to end this list with a fizzle here, but
It's all right.
that's my last.
Still pretty cool. All right, guys, and that is it